Yeah, I'm so excited. Hi Deja.
Hey everybody.
Let me see. I don't see you yet.
Okay, hopefully everything's good with my internet connection. I think we're doing okay. We're kind of in a bit of a rain tsunami right now in Louisville.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Kentucky. I'm at my parents' house in Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. I love Louisville. Did I say it
That's right.
right?
Yeah, you did. Louisville. Can
Louisville.
you see me
No, I still can't. It says waiting for you. But it's
now? Okay.
okay. I'm guys, can you see both Deja and I both like on the split screen? Give me some feedback because I only see myself now. This is my first time doing this. Deja, it disconnected. Oh, you can? Is Deja still there? Because I don't see her anymore. Oh, you see us both. Can you hear us both? Okay, let's see. You. I feel like an old woman with technology right now. Like, oh, okay, nope, now she's gone.
Can you see me?
Okay, now we're good. I don't see you though, but everyone's saying they
Okay.
see both of us. So I think it's okay.
Awesome.
So, Deja, you want to get started on the Q&A?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm excited to do this.
Me too. I haven't seen you in such a long time. The last time I saw you was in Turk, No, Poland.
I want to say I want to say it was in Poland, but I honestly can't remember. It was somewhere not in the States.
It's true. It's true. Can you tell me? So, give us a little introduction. Like, where did you play last season? What position do you play? Where did you go to college? All that jazz.
Sure.
Are you here? Hello. Okay, let's try it again. We're having some technical difficulties, but we're coming back. Hey guys. Okay, she's coming back. Thank you, Abella. Abella. Abel.
Hey,
No.
I keep
Okay, we're
getting
back.
kicked out for some reason. I'm not sure why. Um, but I'm here if you can see me and hear me.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
great.
everyone can hear you or see you now.
So, yeah, I played last season in Brazil for a team called Minas. I really loved it there. It was my first time playing in Brazil. Uh, the culture of volleyball there is just so amazing. Everybody watches, everybody loves it. It's so deeply ingrained that you just have a million friends when you walk out there. So I loved playing there. I had a great time. And now, before that, I played a couple of years in Poland. I played a season in.
Hello. We lost her again, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's try that again. It's so weird. It keeps kicking her out. They don't want us to be great. They don't want us to answer your questions. I think she's back now. So I'll give you guys a quick introduction while we're waiting on Deja. So I last season I didn't play. I had a baby. So I didn't play last season, but the season before that, I played in Istanbul, Turkey for a team called Galatasaray. Um, yeah, I played for Galatasaray back in 2016 also, so it was the second time playing for them. It was such an awesome experience. I love Galatasaray. Look, I'll go back one of these days. But yeah, so I am just so excited that we finally have our own league in USA. So I'm going to tell you guys just like some of the rules, how it's set up, what's going to be happening. So as you know, it's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. There's going to be four teams, and how it works is like really cool. Hold on, Deja's gonna join. Okay, it's super cool how it works. So every week we're going to choose an MVP. Those that MVP from the four teams. Deja, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
why I keep getting kicked off, but I'm here. Maybe it's the storm. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, it's okay. You can't control Mother Nature. I was just explaining the rules a little bit and about like how we get to pick the MVPs, and then after the MVP gets to like basically draft their team for the next week.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most interesting parts about this league because it's not like your just traditional volleyball setup. My like the most exciting part of it for me is that you could be on anybody's team every different week. So there's no uncertainty, there's no certainty.
Yeah, there's no certainty with any of it. Like honestly, you can and we get cash bonuses based on like if we get MVP, how many kills we get. Just yeah, there's just so many incentives to like doing well. So uh, it's a team aspect and then an individual aspect, and then the MVP of this season gets a cash bonus also, which is super cool. Yeah, so I'm just super excited to be a part of something so great. I can't disclose everyone that has signed, but there's some big names. But we have some other names that haven't been announced yet that the fans will go crazy for, which I'm super excited. Yeah, so we'll have 40 girls total. Let me see. Is Deja coming back? I'm not sure. Deja, come back. Try again, girl. We're gonna keep going. So we have 40 girls and yeah, four teams. So it should be like really cool. Just being in Tennessee. And the cool part about Athletes Unlimited is just like how inclusive they are. It's just so new, innovative. For women's sport, it's just what they're doing, our policies, what they stand for is it has never been done. Like, and it's just awesome just to feel the support as a new mother, having them just back me so much. And where can we watch these games? So I can't disclose all of that, but they 9 times out of 10 they will be on a major channel. I can tell you that it will be on a major channel where you can watch on cable. So yeah, it's big time right now. We don't know for sure whether we'll have fans or not. It's all based on COVID. Um, but yeah, any more any questions you have for me, guys? Anything else? Oh, I didn't do an introduction of who I am. My name is Kirsty. My name is Kirsty Jackson. Yeah, and I'm a middle blocker. I went to University of Arizona, Bear Down. Yeah, and I've been playing professionally for 8 years now, which is a long time for Americans. What helps you get motivated to work out? Oh, Deja's coming back. Go live. And improve your strength. Working out, honestly, I love to work out, but it is hard and it's hard to find inspiration. Oh, I see you now. It's different.
Yes.
I see
Okay,
you.
cross your fingers. I switched for I took off my Wi-Fi, so
Oh,
hopefully
perfect.
the storm is done.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Keep
Someone must,
talking about you because I feel like you have such an awesome story and I really love your story.
thank you, Deja. You're so sweet. Yeah, I was saying how like oh yeah, I just had a baby, which is so cool to be a new mother and also to like continue your volleyball career because I feel like for women, they've just put in our heads like once you start a family, like there's no going back, like you're gonna retire, which is not the truth. Like, sure, just like with anything new, there's like adjustment period for everyone, but I'm figuring it out and I'm just excited to get back to playing volleyball and being a mother at the same time. I think it's just such a beautiful experience.
It makes me so happy. I think you've been a really big inspiration for me. I know we've talked a little bit about it because we've always seen other girls overseas who have their families, who the little girls come up and run to them, on the court after the games. And that just wasn't something that was available really for us, being foreigners. But now having a league here, now it's kind of an opportunity for us to think about playing for longer, for having families, and definitely having a hand in creating how we want this league to play out. The way that Athletes Unlimited has really given us control over the rules and different clauses, how we can control different things like that. Like
Yeah.
we can have a family, we can play, and we can
Yeah.
put it into the rules. So
And that's
I'm
the
really
cool
happy about
part,
that.
right? That's the cool part about Athletes Unlimited is we have a hand in choosing the girls that we want in the league. And we also have a hand in making the rules and just setting the tone for everything. And I think that a lot of times when you go overseas, like you just show up and you're told this is how it's run. And now it's in our country. We have our support systems and we can play longer. That's the thing. Like being 30 years old, I'm one of the older Americans playing overseas still. Like that's crazy to
30
say.
seems crazy to be on the older side, but it's amazing. I mean, I think for us, especially taking care of our bodies and being really smart about how we play. And I'm an outside, by the way. I didn't really talk about that.
Oh yeah, do
So
your introduction. We're like going backwards. We're just
So I've been playing volleyball since I was 14. I started because my best friend was like, "Hey, will you go to tryouts with me?" And I didn't know the rules. I didn't know anything about volleyball. I was just like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I ended up loving it. So I started out as a middle, didn't go very well.
you were a
I was
middle?
I was a middle.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I was running around in circles all the time. I didn't know where I was supposed to be. And somebody was like, "Well, why don't you try playing outside?" And I love to pass. I love to be out there and getting all the weird balls. So I continued to play outside and I went to Penn State and I had a great career there.
How many national championships did you win? Tell us that.
We won 2 national championships. So it was a really great opportunity. I think I was surrounded by girls who all had such a high level of drive, and that inspired me, and it pushed me into a position where I was able to play overseas. And I got really lucky, and I got to follow people like you. I remember my first season I played in Azerbaijan, where I got a chance to play against you.
Yeah.
Um,
That
so,
was your
it's
first
crazy how I see
professional
then.
contract, right?
Yeah, that was, it
That's,
was a doozy for sure.
that's crazy. How many years ago was that?
I want to say that's 7 years ago.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah,
So
a long
these
time
are
ago.
that's a lot. They're asking, do we play soft? Have you ever played softball?
I've never played softball. I played a little bit of tennis, growing up, but never softball.
Me neither. I like softball, but I just never, that's one sport that I never dabbled in. But I know there's seasons actually coming up. So
Yeah.
that's super awesome. Yeah.
Definitely. So if people don't know, so Athletes Unlimited has other sports, other women's professional sports. And so softball was actually before us, and their league is just about to start in August. So if you're into softball, definitely go check them out. I know that they're going to be playing their season in, I think it's Illinois.
Yes.
Um,
In
yeah.
Chicago, Chi-Town.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm super hyped to watch them, and I don't know a lot about softball, but I know those girls are tough, so I'm ready to dive in and see what they're about.
Yeah. And USA typically we're like the best in the world for softball. So just to see those athletes and just see their hustle, and now we're so connected with them. I feel like I've learned so much about softball already, just like being with Athletes Unlimited. So it's super cool. Deja, are you gone? Oh, okay. You paused for a second. I was like, Deja, don't leave. Yeah. So it'll be in Chi-Town, but we'll be in Nashville, Tennessee. Have you ever been to Nashville?
I've been to Nashville a couple of times, never really for volleyball, which is really exciting for me because now we get to connect the sports aspect with the city, which has so much cool stuff to do. We call it Nash Vegas here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I went to UNLV for 2 years in Vegas, so I'm ready for
I
my second Vegas, I guess.
Yeah, we got to get ourselves some cowgirl boots. I think we'll fit right in.
Oh,
I'm really excited to
100%.
be in a place so close to home because I'll be able to hopefully have a lot of friends come and watch play. And for the first time, my grandparents will get to watch me play in like 7 or 8 years. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I just feel like it's just such a great opportunity and so like long overdue. Like we have so many Americans, we have so many players who would love to play in the States, and to finally have Unlimited make it like happen. It's just crazy to me. It's just awesome to think that we will be playing in front of our families as professionals because we've never done that, right?
Yeah, I have. I mean, not here, so it's definitely cool. And I know that you're on the athletes board, so you have a really cool hand in kind of creating stuff. What's been really cool for you being a part of that board?
I just feel like with Athletes Unlimited, they've just created such an open door policy. So anything that we're not comfortable with or doesn't line up with like just the sport of volleyball, they're really open and able to listen and to make adjustments really quickly. So that's been super cool. And also how it's run right now, it's like player ran. So to be in the league, you have to get approval from other players. Like you can't just say, "Oh, I want to join." You know, it's like you have to get an invitation from a player that's already a part of Athletes Unlimited, which is super cool. Just because I don't know, the volleyball world's so small, and just to be so connected and we know each other, and I don't know, it's just super cool to have that type of connection across the board.
Mhm.
Um, and also, I'm just learning so much about just system, like the system of, we don't think about how things are ran. We just show up as athletes, right?
Yeah,
You just show up to the gym. You don't know that it took this insurance, this to happen, and you had to do this before you got here. So to be on that side is just so refreshing and so cool. And it just makes me so appreciative of like all the opportunities that I've had.
definitely. I think that you nailed that part where normally I just show up to the games. I'm like, all right, I'm here. My job is to keep my body in shape and to score and but now we're like, okay, well, sponsors and getting fans engaged, that's a huge deal. We know how awesome volleyball is. And people love to watch, but it's really cool how we get to interact with people and bring them into the game even more, especially with the way that we're running this new league with the new rules and the new systems. So I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a really fun take on our traditional volleyball and our traditional leagues. So I'm really
I'm
excited.
so excited for the fact of like we get to change teams every week, and then an MVP is like crowned, and it's just so much suspense around it, like you just are always on your toes. And I don't know, it's just really going to be interesting to see like how you're drafted, and like I don't know who's playing, and just I don't know, it's just so much at stake. I feel like it's like a TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah, also because it's short. It's 6 weeks of gameplay. So you don't, it's not like you have all this time to warm up and you've played against this team already twice or what. We had one team that we played against 5 times in Brazil, 5 times, and that was like halfway through the season. So at that point, you were in such a groove, like you knew how to play against certain players. Now it's like you have to be on it, and
From
it's a
day
different
one.
team every time. So yeah, that's going to be another strategy, I guess, another thing to think about. I'm kind of nervous about drafting because I don't ever think about the game in the whole coach aspect. I think, hi, Tori. I always think about it as just like a player, just my position.
Yeah.
So building a team, I'm a little nervous about that, but
I know, because if you think about it, hi Tori, if you're MVP, you have to build your whole team. Do you have enough opposites? Are you
Mhm.
like picking the best? And you can't just like, I don't know, it's difficult because it's like you get to choose one and then the next person, it's like schoolyard, like the playground. Like,
Like
okay, I'm
street
choosing.
ball.
You know what I mean? And yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. I'm just so excited. The players that we already have signed, like just to name a few, Jordan Larson,
Yeah.
Cursty Le Roux, um, who else?
Aaron Fares got mentioned to, I think yesterday. She was
Oh yes,
officially a part of the squad. I'm super hyped for
yes.
her.
Oh, she's from Louisville. She went to Louisville, right?
She went to U of L, yeah. So I got to know her pretty well. She's awesome.
Yeah. Just the whole roster though, like across the board is just so strong. So I'm super excited to be in Nashville, Tennessee, and just to be with this group. Um, what other questions do I have for you? Tell me, like, what do you think will be the biggest difference culturally being able to play in the USA compared to like playing overseas?
I want to say communication. I think it's just so we're used to at this point not really understanding everything everyone's talking about. We pick and choose the stuff that we need to know and we tune everything else out. And we know the words that we need to use in order to get the ball we want. But other than that, it's really hard to communicate. So just being able to speak English all the time and like slang and know exactly what everybody's talking about is going to be super refreshing. Um, and I think that we kind of have a similar work ethic. I think Americans have their own kind of style, and we know how to push each other. And I think it's really cool that we won't have to second guess that because a lot of times you kind of tiptoe into the teams that you're with until you get their vibe.
Yeah.
Um, so just being able to go out there and ball and play like, naturally is going to be really cool.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Like, just culturally, like your mannerisms and how you express yourself, you have to just be so cautious about it just because you don't want to come off wrong. But in America, we have our own like culture revolving around volleyball and how we talk and just how we react to things. So it's going to be cool to finally just be in our own element, in our own place of like establishing those norms.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, are you in the States right now? Or are you in
No,
France?
I'm
You're
in
in France.
France. I'm in
Okay.
Nantes, France right now.
What time is it there?
It's 9:24 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna ask you kind of how is that going to be for you with normally having like kind of half your family there, half your family here now?
You know what? It's gonna be amazing. I haven't been back to the States since February. So I gave birth in France, and I've been here um, since quarantine, everything. So it's gonna be such a new experience for me being in the States, having a new baby. My family hasn't gotten a chance to meet him yet. Yeah, so that's going to be amazing. Hopefully by February, everything's cleared up and it's just like, just an amazing time. But yeah, it's going to be very different for me because I haven't been in the States with a baby. I don't know, like, I don't know. I think my mannerisms are probably so different now that
Yeah,
I've been here for
definitely.
so long. Yeah.
I think that's really cool. I love the blending of cultures. I love all that.
Oh, yeah. In Nashville, Tennessee, like my husband is just like, okay, that's home of Jack Daniels, home of country music. Like
He's into it or
you can't go wrong with that.
not? I'm definitely excited about that. I think Tennessee has a lot of culture to it, and so it's going to be a great place for people to want to travel to see volleyball and all the other stuff. So, yeah, we're hyped about it.
I'm so excited. Okay, last question for you, Deja. Um, so you won two national championships, right?
Hmm.
With Penn State. How would you feel if you were the MVP of the whole league? Like, would that top?
Um,
That sophomore
looking
national
at
championship.
looking at the girls on this squad, honestly, I feel like that's a huge deal. We don't ever play with this many girls. So that would be, for me, top
That would be
up
top.
there. That would be top. That would be
Okay.
top.
I like that.
Um, yeah, for me, I think it's more about, I don't know, this is where I get my pride. So I don't normally get a lot of opportunities to play. Like I haven't played with the national team and I don't get a lot of chances to play with our girls here. And so the closest I get is like playing during club season and World Club Championships or playing with you guys at this point. And so that's where I get to really judge my level. So it would be up there for sure.
Yeah, for me too. I just feel like just the roster is just so strong, and personality wise, you just have like so many strong women who have been playing professionally and have had so much adversity and have overcome so many things. So I think it would be such a big honor to be MVP of the league. But I gotta beat you out. Like I gotta look. I know
See,
we
no,
play different positions, but
that's how it's going to come down to. It's like, okay, figuring out as a middle what's going to be the fastest way to rack up points, the same way of being outside, being a setter.
yeah.
So all those things come into the strategy, and I'm sure there's going to be a learning curve, but then once we get it, it's going to be a really cool battle.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm rooting for you, but I'm rooting for me too. Look, when we're on the same team, hopefully we're on the same team more times than not.
Yeah, I'm not trying to block that slide.
Like, I'm not trying to your serve too. Let's talk about your serve. Because if my team can't pass, I'm not hitting that slide.
So I know that we have to move on, but I did want to ask one more question, specifically about like getting in shape for season. What are you doing right now? Because it's tough, especially with quarantining and, trying to stay safe and healthy and everything.
Yeah, I think it's crazy because we're just at two different points, me being in France and then America. Like we're on the point where things are open and everyone's wearing masks still, and it's just
Mhm.
I don't know. But I have a personal trainer, and then I'm also practicing with the professional team here. It's kind of a
Mhm.
small bubble. We all have to take the COVID test and just kind of stay in our bubble. So yeah, I start practicing with them next week. It's the first time since I've given birth that I'm
Yeah.
playing volleyball. So I'm really excited. So I have how many months do we have until season starts now? It starts February.
5.
So we
Yeah,
have
5.
5 months. So hopefully like I'm hitting the ground running, trying to get in the best shape ever. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
You have a work ethic like nobody else. So I know you're gonna come back stronger.
Thank you.
And you are really an inspiration for me because I want to have a family and you got it. So I want to have a family and continue to be a professional.
And you
So
can, and you can. I just want to prove that every day. I actually, how many girls do we have? We have three girls with kids, four girls. So
yeah, at least 3.
yeah, so that's just awesome to see like other people doing it too. And then it just sets the tone for everything, right? And I just think that Athletes Unlimited has made it even easier for me to want to continue with this format, with everything they're doing. It's 6 weeks of high level volleyball,
Hmm.
straight to the action. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
can't beat that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me and sorry about my technical difficulties.
No, thanks for coming. I had so much fun. Bye everyone.
Bye, guys.